All right, guys, welcome back. We are going to finish up this week, the 10th and the 11th, and then hopefully get to a nice little well-deserved break. Just 3 assignments for the first 2 weeks. All right, see, we're here. Finished this week. Causes of imperialism, done. Imperialism in India, done. Now, the 10th and the 11th, Scramble for Africa, day 1 and 2, our Google Meet tomorrow on Thursday, the 11th, Flex Friday, and then we'll kind of move into midwinter break, okay? And if you didn't get a chance to do any of those assignments, please make sure they're in before we move on into decolonization. So the first 2 weeks are about Europeans taking over in India and Africa, and then the weeks after that, we have Gandhi and the partition of India, the decolonization of India, and independence movements in Africa, like in Ghana and Kenya. Okay? Followed up with a very, very short quiz. So this assignment you can see for today and tomorrow is a little similar to what you've been doing, looking at how maps have changed from 1789 in Africa to 1914 in Africa. What do you see? In 1789, I see Africa as independent countries, independent kingdoms and countries, but in 1914, there are no independent countries. Hey, you! And so you would just continue with the see, think, wonder, right? What you think changed in Africa between the 18th and 20th centuries, and what do you wonder? What questions do you have about the information in these two maps? As you move down, we're going to be continuing with the highlighting and annotating, and based on how Europeans gained, consolidated, and or maintained power in Africa. Gained will still be yellow, consolidated will still be blue, maintained will still be green. This event right here, the Berlin Conference, is going to kind of set off this scramble for Africa. Really quick little bit about it. It's basically this meeting between a bunch of European countries and about how to go about taking land in Africa. You could see that before the Berlin Conference in 1850, there are very few amount of European possessions or European colonies, that most of Africa is free and independent. However, then in 64 short years, it kind of reverses, that most of it is possessions or colonies of Europe, and very little bit, actually only 2 countries are completely independent, Ethiopia and Liberia. Okay, so again, as you're reading through these 2 paragraphs on the Berlin Conference and the Scramble of Africa, please highlight based on the gaining, consolidating, and maintaining, the yellow, blue, and green. Okay, you do have a couple questions here. What was the Scramble for Africa? Who organized the Berlin Conference? Why was the Berlin Conference organized? Right, this is important. Who attended the Berlin Conference? It's only for European countries. No one else was invited. No Africans were represented. So that's pretty important. It's just the Europeans deciding what to do with Africa, and Africa had no representation whatsoever. Okay, on Thursday, this is when we're going to also have our Google Meet. Again, please read through the document sets, document set 1 and document set 2. Okay, after we read through that and highlight, I want you to answer these 2 questions. How did Europeans and people of European descent gain, consolidate, and maintain power in South Africa? Okay, so these 2 documents specifically are focused on South Africa. Right, we have the Zulu War, the Boers War, and you have the Native Land Act of 1913. Okay, and then the impact of it. So as you read and highlight, please choose 2 examples. Okay, one for gaining, consolidating, and or maintaining, and the same for the next one. Okay, so all you have to do is just put what the action was. Was it the natives planned act? Was it the Zulu War? And then you would have to explain, how does the Zulu War, right, the British winning or whatnot, help them gain power? How does it actually do it? So in my example, I say the conquering of Constantinople that's the action, right? This gave the Ottoman Empire power by giving it a city rich in trade. Trade will bring in more money, and money will allow you to hire more soldiers and gain more power. So that's how conquering a city rich in trade gives you more money, more power, okay? So that's what I'm looking for, like really explain. Should be 2 sentences for this, okay? And that's it. You need 2 examples and you're done for the day, okay? Have a great weekend, have a great break, make up any work that you need to, reach out, make some office hours, okay? I'll see you guys later.